Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the Sony Blu-ray disc player that I purchased a couple of months ago. It has the Wi-Fi, also Ethernet connection. And I have this hooked up to one TV, but what I found myself doing is almost on the opposite side of the wall in another room. I'm able to connect it to this other TV in the living room. So I've been disconnecting this Blu-ray disc player, and whether I had it in, I could either put it on the larger TV, the Vizio that's in the living room, and then disconnect it when I want it to hooked up to the TV that's in another room. But what I was looking for, as I said, dawned on me that maybe there's a switch, like a splitter. I'm familiar with the term an AV switch, but this is going to be a little bit more complicated because it's HDMI, it's 1080p. Are you going to have any losses? And I found this, this product here on Amazon. And this is a JTech Digital Super Mini 3D 1080p 1 to 2 HDMI splitter. So this supposedly splits the signal without any losses. So it allows you to take one signal from the Blu-ray disc player and into this unit, and it outputs two separate signals that you can feed to two different TVs. So let's hook this up and see how it works, or if it works. So let's take a look. JTech, well, it's pretty small. So it does have a power supply you have to plug in. So the HDMI in, looks like there's an LED indicating you've got a signal, and then also an LED for the power. And the two outputs, HDMI output 1, HDMI output 2. And each one has an associated LED also, it looks like. Let's open this up. Again, pretty small. Let's see what's under here. Should be the power supply. A user manual. Some type of feedback request card here. JTech Digital Super Mini 3D 1080p 1 to 2 HDMI splitter. So you can see there, sort of, pretty straightforward. One signal in, two signals out. Let's hook it up. So, power plugs in. Power light. So here's the input. So the HDMI cable coming from the Blu-ray disc player goes to the input, and green light comes on indicating you've got the signal. I've already turned on the Blu-ray disc player. So here's HDMI output 1. I'll hook that up to the new 24-inch Vizio monitor. It has an HDMI input. And the green light goes on. Here's the smaller actual TV. I'll hook up to HDMI output port number 2. And there it is. And it looks like I've got the signal on the monitor, but I need to change the input on the TV. So I have my wireless router turned on, and you can see there the output from the Blu-ray disc player. And let me change the inputs to, if I pick up the right remote, change the input or the source to HDMI. Is it HDMI 2? Nope, there it is. So there you go. Now what I'll do is I'll go to YouTube. I'll play my own video so there's no copyright infringement. Wireless searching. Alright, so I'm connected. There's YouTube. And there's my channel. And I can play the last review there and the unboxing on the ViewSonic. So here's the video on the ViewSonic 24-inch that I posted the other day. Looks pretty good. I don't see any difference really between the two signals. Let me turn this off. I can figure out which remote is which. So that seems to do the job. So if you need to take an HDMI signal from one source and split it into two separate signals, this JTech Digital HDMI Mini Splitter seems to do the trick. One input and two outputs. So what you get is the unit itself that does the splitting of the signal with its power adapter or power source. No HDMI cables are included, so make sure you have the right number of HDMI cables. You're going to need 3. And it has LEDs that indicate the power and when the signal is on the HDMI ports. So here are the 2 LEDs for the outputs, and of course that's the input there. So again, that's the JTech Digital HDMI Mini Splitter, 1 input to 2 outputs when you need to split an HDMI signal without, to me it looks like without any losses. Nice picture. So if you found this video helpful or interesting, feel free to like, subscribe, and or comment. And thanks for watching. Solved my problem.